Hello, welcome to Anatomie of a Fall. Another Oscar-nominated film. This time a French production. Nominated for 5 Oscars. And yeah, the second Oscar-nominated film I watched on this channel. The last time was The Holdovers, which was fantastic. Now it's more a serious approach. Crime, drama, thriller. About a husband which falls from something and dies. Yeah, and now the wife is suspected and the son is blind. I don't know if he witnesses the fall or not, but maybe. Which would make sense because he's blind and then he has to testify. But I'm not sure if he has to testify against his own mother. Yeah, that's a big question. It's in English, despite it's a French production. I don't know where it takes place, if it takes place in France or something else, somewhere else, because a portion of it plays in the courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder in which country it takes place. Yeah, let's take a look at the Oscar nominations. Best Motion Picture, Best Achievement in Directing, Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Achievement in Film Editing. Alright, sounds very promising. And yeah, I think that's it for now. And let's start with the film, shall we? So, get ready and let's rock!
Viens, Snoop, viens.
Snoop. I heard that this dog won an award at Cannes. You can really see that she's really uncomfortable with that music. So is her husband working on the roof? That is where he falls from? Ooh. Already dead? Huh. Interesting. Nobody saw what happened. So maybe it's more like a psychological examination or something.
L'hématome temporal gauche, en lien avec le traumatisme crânien à l'origine du décès, correspond à un mécanisme contondant, comme un choc contre l'environnement ou un coup porté à l'aide d'un objet avec une grande violence.
Okay.
La position de cet hématome est incompatible avec la position de découverte du corps et indique que la lésion a été créée antérieurement à la chute au sol. En conclusion, il est pour l'instant impossible de déterminer s'il s'agit d'un choc avec une surface ou d'un coup porté. Et il n'est donc pas possible d'éliminer formellement l'intervention d'un tiers dans le déterminisme mortel. Cause médicale de décès, traumatisme crânien, et cause médico-légale, accidentelle et ou intervention d'un tiers.
Interesting. Nothing is clear at all. Anything could have happened. So it seems like, and that I like, that this film is very reality based, very realistic, and I'm all in for that. Anatomie d'une chute, if I pronounced that correctly. He could have landed on the ceiling, for example, with his head.
His head may have hit the edge somewhere around here.
Okay, that's possible, yeah.
But there are several problems. First, they found nothing on the roof. No DNA, nothing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's very suspicious.
Is there anything that would seem consistent with suicide? It's our only defense.
But I think he fell.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna believe that.
For now, everything turns out to be against her. That is not an accident.
Ok. Tu m'as dit que t'avais entendu tes parents maman t'es sorti de la maison, c'est ça? Tu te souviens du genre de conversation qu'ils avaient?
Probably about the music.
Écoutez, elle n'a pas parlé plus fort que ça et surtout son fils maintient que les voix étaient calmes.
Mais enfin, vous voyez que ça colle pas là. La musique recouvre tout, donc...
Maybe he just says that and they did yell.
Je me suis trompé.
T'es coupé?
C'est ce scotch-là que j'ai touché, j'étais à l'intérieur.
Wow, okay. He doesn't want to throw his mother under the bus, understandably. But interesting so far. I mean, the pacing of the film is very good. And yeah, I like the realistic theme, and everything now points to that she did something. She murdered him. Or maybe it was an accident, but it was kinda her fault. Maybe she pushed him, but not to intend to kill him.
Sandra Voyter n'est pas en difficulté, hein, elle maintient son innocence et il n'y aura pas d'aveu parce qu'il n'y a pas de culpabilité.
Vous êtes très sûr de vous, maître, et pourtant, on parle de nouveaux éléments d'enregistrement. Savez-vous s'ils sont accablants?
Alors vous n'entendez pas ce que je vous dis, Sandra Voyter n'est pas mise en examen, donc à cette heure il n'y a aucun élément accablant. Et ce soi-disant fichier vidéo est pour l'instant un mythe puisque personne n'y a eu accès, en tout cas pas nous.
Donc vous confirmez qu'il s'agit d'une vidéo?
Non, je ne confirme absolument rien, je viens de vous dire précisément l'inverse.
Press. Twisting every word.
You need to start seeing yourself the way others are going to perceive you. A trial is not about the truth.
It's about what? When it's not the truth. It has to be about the truth. Recreating the scene.
Comment vous avez interprété la chanson diffusée par Samuel Maleski?
Que c'était un peu moins détendu.
Oui, donc clairement, vous avez senti une tension.
And they did a pretty good job to bring that on film. That the viewer felt that as well.
Il écoutait très souvent ce morceau, c'était pas intentionnel, je pense. Il adorait écouter la musique fort, ça le calmait.
No, it feels like she defends him, but she was clearly annoyed.
Vous dites que vous êtes monté dans votre chambre pour travailler et dormir, dans votre chambre, c'est-à-dire juste en dessous des combles où la musique était proprement assourdissante, musique qui vous avait empêché juste auparavant de continuer votre entretien.
Oui, mais c'est là que je travaille toujours au lit.
Et quand
Pardon?
Samuel est venu vous parler, vous vous êtes pas plainte, ça vous dérangeait plus. Ce volume assourdissant à 1 mètre au-dessus de votre tête, c'est pas anodin, non?
J'ai l'habitude, ça me dérange pas. Je voulais travailler et j'avais mes boules qui est. C'est normal.
Ok.
Donc, d'après nos tests, ces projections n'ont pu se former à cet endroit précis que si M. Maleski a reçu un coup à la tête alors qu'il se trouvait sur le balcon du 2e étage.
Oh, ok.
Et est-ce que c'est la violence du ou des coups qui a fait basculer Samuel Maleski dans le vide?
Alors, le plus probable, c'est la combinaison d'un coup violent et d'une impulsion destinée à le faire chuter.
Interesting.
Et tout le reste doit être supposé pour expliquer ces gouttes, n'est-ce pas?
Enfin, d'accord, mais le seul moyen de les expliquer, c'est ce que j'ai expliqué.
Vous n'avez pas expliqué, vous avez seulement émis une hypothèse.
Oh man.
Il faut tenir compte absolument du rebond causé par le choc sur le rebord du toit. Un tel choc provoque un retournement brutal du corps. Et c'est au moment de ce retournement, ou de cette vrille, une fraction de seconde après le choc, que ces 3 gouttes de sang, là, peuvent être projetées sur cette surface.
So the first expert was talking shit because it was possible in another way. That undermines his credibility.
Il faut imaginer que la tête de M. Maleski était dans le vide, à environ 80 cm de la rambarde. C'est-à-dire que l'agresseur devait le forcer à être penché dans le vide, tout le haut du corps à la renverse. C'est-à-dire que ça suppose que l'agresseur lui-même soit vraiment fortement penché en avant. Or, il devait en même temps tenir un objet lourd et en asséner un coup très violent avec un fort élan. Donc toutes ces données, surtout vu la masse corporelle de l'accusé, rendent cette thèse très improbable.
Mais pas impossible.
Oh man. It's really an anatomy of the fall, like the title says.
Quand j'ai commencé à suivre Samuel, c'est parce qu'il se sentait très coupable, mais c'est surtout parce que vous lui en vouliez beaucoup. Vous lui avez fait payer la responsabilité de cet accident en lui imposant le sacrifice de ce qui comptait le plus pour lui, écrire, précipiter, puisque d'un côté, c'est vrai, vous l'encouragiez vraiment à écrire, vous vouliez qu'il réussisse, mais en même temps, vous n'auriez absolument pas supporté qu'il réussisse, et c'est...
Okay.
What you say is just, it is just a little part of the whole situation.
That's also right. Man, there's so much going on.
I never saw Daniel as handicapped, you know. I wanted to protect him from that perception.
You can take that as a metaphor for the whole case, I guess. It's because I think it seems like that it's all about perception. I mean, I understand it's about the motive, but when it comes to a conviction, it's all about the facts. And yeah. And everything is so complicated in this film. But that's great. Like I said, it's very realistic. But a lot to take in and think about.
I mean, I've been following your lead for years. I can't do anything with my time. Do you understand?
No one's forcing you. If you want to make more time for yourself, I've never
Are you
stopped you.
fucking serious? I cut my course load in half this year to gain more time, and it's still not enough. I have to finish the renovation. Plus, I'm dealing with everything else. Why do you refuse to talk about it? Why can't you just admit that it has to do with how things are divided between us?
Because you are wrong. I don't owe you any time. I do my part.
Interesting. Now I have a thought. What if he planned all this, his own suicide, with the intention to get her a suspect and potentially convicted?
I can't stand any more of your fucking eyes! You're violent!
Man. That was so well done that we didn't see it. Just heard it. Like the other people in this room.
On lui a fait remarquer que ça s'étendait quand même autour du poignet et que ça ressemblait beaucoup à des traces de lutte.
Signs of struggle. So she lied about that.
D'accord, donc vous reconnaissez que vous avez menti.
Yes. I didn't want to be seen as guilty.
Enfin, une coupable ne serait pas comportée différemment.
Man.
I went over to my husband and I slapped him. And that's when he grabbed my wrist. What we hear next is Samuel repeatedly hitting himself in the face and in the head.
Okay. Hit himself, she said.
En fait, cette dispute violente, elle est fantomatique. C'est-à-dire qu'elle n'existe que dans un fantasme. En fait, le danger, c'est de faire de ce fantasme une réalité par le simple fait que, oui, il y a effectivement eu une dispute. Hein. On ne remplit pas un vide avec un plein simplement parce que c'est possible de l'imaginer, simplement parce qu'on a des sons d'un côté et rien de l'autre.
I agree with him.
Now, with hindsight, it seems possible that he could have provoked this fight just to record it.
That's not so possible.
C'est un homme blessé. L'accident de son fils, son roman abandonné, sa femme à côté qui publie livre après livre. Il doit écrire.
So he wrote reality and incinerated his own death. That's, I don't know. This film is also so well written. So much information, so many possibilities. But like I said, I really think that he really incinerated his own death. So she will go to jail. He already given up on everything. And pulling her with him. Something like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if something else is the actual truth. Which isn't so obvious.
Je vais être seul ce week-end. Avant de témoigner.
He has to testify. But does he has to? Because it's his own mother.
Tu veux pas qu'on se parle tous les deux et après tu prends ta décision. Yeah, I will just get my stuff.
But now she gets very nervous. The son is not talking to her. Does he know something? That's very important. Now I'm not sure anymore. And for now, everything is subjective. the perception of what is going on in her personal life and all that. There's no actual proof of what happened exactly. That's also very interesting. And what I noticed is that the film has no music in it. No score, I mean. And still, it has that suspension in it. The atmosphere, the camera work, everything is on top. And the acting.
Snoop.
Wait. Did he poison him? By accident? On purpose? What? Now I'm confused.
Tu comprends, je me suis dit que peut-être il avait pu avaler le vomi de mon père, que c'était ça qui l'avait empoisonné et que du coup ma mère disait la vérité. C'est pour ça que que j'ai refait l'expérience, c'est pour ça que je lui ai donné les aspirines, c'est pour voir comment il réagirait. C'est tout exactement pareil en fait. Mais depuis hier, je sais plus si je la crois ou pas. Je savais qu'ils disputaient, mais c'était pas à ce point, c'était pas aussi violent en fait.
Interesting.
Tu t'es jamais dit que cette surdose d'aspirine, soi-disant régurgitée par ton père, pouvait résulter non pas d'une tentative de suicide, mais d'une tentative d'empoisonnement par ta mère? Mais, je veux dire, en te basant sur ces spéculations, pourquoi est-ce que tu privilégies cette thèse plutôt qu'une autre?
En fait, j'ai l'impression que quand il nous manque un élément pour être sûr de comment une chose est arrivée, je pense qu'il faut chercher autour. C'est ça que vous faites dans ce procès. Quand on a cherché partout et qu'on comprend toujours pas comment la chose est arrivée, je me dis qu'on est obligé de se demander pourquoi elle est arrivée.
That's right.
Mais je demande vraiment aux jurés de garder instamment à l'esprit que ce récit est extrêmement subjectif et qu'en aucun cas, il ne peut constituer un élément de preuve.
That's also right. But most of what was said before was also not proof.
Sandra Voyter, Madame Voyter, quel est votre sentiment à l'annonce de l'acquittement?
Acquitted. Okay. No, I think she did it. And I wonder how much his testimony affected the decision. So I guess this film also has an open end where it's not 100% clear if she did it or not. First time we hear music. Which is not played by some character in the film. That's it. Okay. Interesting ending. Very thought-provoking, I would say. The question isn't answered. Not to 100%. But yeah, she was acquitted. Not enough proof. Yeah, and it was very realistic. And very well written, like I said. Man, I was constantly thinking. Very good pacing. Like in the courtroom, it was very fast paced. Very much dialogue, but then in other scenes you could breathe a little. Yeah, great film. I liked it a lot. Okay, alright, that's it then. See it? The review. Alright, that was it. That was Anatomy of a Fall. Or Anatomie d'une chute. Yeah, great film. Like I said, it had so many great aspects in it, especially the writing. And yeah, of course, all the elements which were nominated for an Oscar, the acting, editing, because the pace was on top. Yeah, what I really liked about it was the realistic foundation, the minimalistic approach to it. There were no music except the music played by the people in the film, the characters. like someone played the piano, or this music, that loud music at the beginning and the recordings and such. Yeah, but absolutely no music, and it was still so engaging because of the great script, the great dialogues, and yeah, very thoughtful. And even the ending, they left it open to the viewer, and there's so many possibilities. He could have just killed himself. She still could have killed him, or he killing himself with the intention her getting arrested. That's also a possibility. Yeah, let's see what Oscar nominations. Directing, yes. Justine Triet. Great directing, of course. Everything felt so real, and yeah, with his minimalistic approach, it had a great effect to it. And yeah, a deserved nomination, I would say. Best motion picture, best performance by an actress in a leading role, Sandra Hüller. Yes, and that's interesting because she was also in the other Oscar-nominated film, The Zone of Interest, where she was not nominated for, but for this one, yeah, I wonder if she wins or not, because it feels like that's her year. She also was nominated for Golden Globe and BAFTA Award, and yeah, all the big awards. Yeah, so that's interesting. Screenplay is nominated, which was very great. I wouldn't be surprised if that wins, actually. Let's see the competition. Original screenplay, Maestro, May, December, Past Lives, and The Holdovers. Yeah, I mean, The Holdovers was also very great, I have to say. And I've seen May, December together with a friend. And if you've not seen my Holdovers video, I explained that the plan I have is to watch as many Oscar-nominated films as possible, and I can only watch 6 for the channel. So a friend of mine is also interested in seeing as much as possible, so we watch a lot together. Yeah, and May December's one of it. But I personally prefer The Holdovers over May December, and yeah, I think I prefer Anatomie of a Fall over The Holdovers, I guess, because it's way more complicated and more thought out. But don't get me wrong, The Holdovers was top. I enjoyed this so much. Yeah, but Anatomie of a Fall is a complete drama, so not really comparable. Yeah, and film editing, but film editing is great competition. Oppenheimer, which I've already seen. Yeah, and The Holdovers I've seen, the rest not. Yeah, and I really think that Oppenheimer wins it. Yeah, and best film. Also very tough competition. Oh yeah, what's also interesting is that it was nominated for best film, but not best international feature. I wonder why is that? Because The Zone of Interest also has both nominations. Yeah, and yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Best film, but not best international feature film. Huh. Will I take a look at best international feature film category? The Teacher's Lounge I've watched, and yeah, that has a similar approach in filmmaking, very minimalistic, very realistic. So this is actually comparable to Anatomie of a Fall, but Anatomie of a Fall is more deep, more complex, I would say. Yeah, and that's it with the Oscars for now. I'm very excited. This is actually a very strong contender on many levels. It's very long, 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel that long. maybe because of the pacing, the courtroom scenes were very intense, I would say. Because of the quick dialogue, you have to pay full attention to understand everything, and it was always switching from English to French. A bit exhausting, I would say, but in a good way. Because then, after the courtroom scenes, there was a slow part, usually, where you have to, where you could think about what you witnessed, and that was really important, in my opinion. And it was also interesting to see, because it takes place in France, to see how a courtroom works there, because I have almost no experience in that. I know how a German courtroom works, and of course an American courtroom from all the films, but also documentaries, because films are not that realistic. Let's be honest. It's yeah, more about showmanship. Yeah, but like I said, it felt very, very real. And what's also interesting is that there are many ways this film could have been told, but Justine Triet decided to tell the story in a very personal way, because we, as the viewer, don't get the information from other sources than the characters itself. So from their point of view, so everything we know, all the characters know. There's no, I don't know, no real narration or information we get which are unknown to the characters. Yeah, this was also very interesting. I had to point that out. And also the actor who plays Daniel, the boy, was also very great. Did a very great job portraying these emotions in his face. Yeah, I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, and the whole film, this is what fascinates me the most. The minimalistic approach, which has a really impact. Yeah. I don't know how to explain. And that's art, isn't it? You feel something you can't explain. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, I think. I hope I covered everything. Yeah. Great film. I hope you enjoyed the reaction, because that wasn't a film which is made for reactions, I would say. It was very slow and subtle. Yeah, but very interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, so next film, another Oscar contender. I can't say which one it is, because yeah, 2 of the 6 films I want to watch on the channel are not even released yet. So I won't give anything away for now, in case something changes. Yeah, so we have to see. We have to see what the future brings. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Oscars. And another one I've watched. 2 out of 6. Okay. I hope you're excited as I am. And I'll see you then. Bye bye. That's it. Motherfucker.